Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Rainbow Warriors will kick this away to get us going. On the kickoff, his hammer sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Backfield here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Powering through. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's swarmed by the defense.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Receiver in motion now. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Second and very long after the disastrous run on first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the run here. Lets it go. Looking right. This one caught. That'll be enough for a first down. Brought down at the 43.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And he's got it again. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Eludes a tackle. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
3, Ohio State 0.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Caught behind the line. It's awesome. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will have to kick it away. He was on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And that sets up a return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Ball handed off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
He's got it for a big gain. That's good for 1st down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
He's looking deep here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Gets into space at the 50. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Boy, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he can do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with first and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. They'll go hurry up here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the completion made. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. They'll try to run for the first down. He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Ohio State.
Buckeyes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
4th down RPO. He throws it to the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down.
On the set.
This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. A sophomore with a strong tackle there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Physical run, breaking tackles. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Timeout, Hawaii.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. So on 4th down, they will go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here's the option play. Runs through the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's the target, and it's complete. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
We'll try to run it with the option. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Rainbow Warriors pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Extending the play now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Hawaii. They will claim the second half lead.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Second down.
Here's the second down play.
Here we go.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw to his receiver. And that one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
He's moving out of the pocket now, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
The score, Hawaii 24, Ohio State 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. First and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Gets some space around the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Second down coming up. That's the end of the Third quarter. Hawaii 24, Ohio State 10.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quick throw caught on the left side. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Second down.
Got it.
And now from the pistol formation.
Reload. Alert.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer?
Ready up.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Pound 55.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Pressure is coming. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Wow, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's awesome. Finds room at the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these These guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock. But these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down. Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. A new set of downs after that completion. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Looking to pass here on second down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can.
And he throws his third interception of the day. The ball is loose. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
He'll hand it off. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Trucks through the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass falls incomplete as the game comes to a close. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see.